Alice smashes Oscar's phone in a fit of rage, because every time she calls Oscar, he reads the message and never replies. Just moments earlier, when the brakes failed, Alice was caught in a brutal car accident. She called Oscar, desperate for help, but once again, there was only silence. Looking back, every time Alice needed him, Oscar was never there, and the loss of the child she just miscarried only fueled her anger even more. She storms into Oscar's study, completely unhinged. But when Oscar sees the shattered phone, a sudden incoming call lights up the screen. He rushes out without hesitation. Alice follows him closely. When she sees Oscar carrying his lover, Delilah, her heart shatters in an instant. That's when she calls Evan, asking him to keep the promise he once made. 5 years earlier, on the day Alice got married, Evan came to her with a bet. If she ended her marriage within 5 years, she would have to be with him. Now, Evan agrees without hesitation, promising to come for her in 1 month. That evening, Alice lies in bed, crying silently. Suddenly, Oscar appears. He blames his lover's miscarriage entirely on Alice. Alice accidentally injures Oscar. The next day, she visits him in the hospital. An emergency meeting is scheduled, but the moment Oscar gets a message from Delilah, he cancels everything without a second thought. Watching this, Alice finally understands. Love, or the lack of it, is painfully obvious, so she asks for a divorce. Oscar warns her coldly, telling her never to hurt Delilah, and signs the divorce papers without hesitation. With her goal achieved, Alice turns to leave, but Oscar stops her. He tells her the villa she wanted has already been transferred to Delilah. Back in the car, Alice stares at a photo of Oscar's first love. Only then does she realize why Oscar chose Delilah. She looks exactly like the woman he once loved, and the reason Oscar resents Alice dates back 5 years. His father noticed Alice's feelings for him and used an investment as leverage, forcing Oscar to marry her. Oscar agreed without resistance, but on the wedding day, he learned his first love had died for love. The next day, Alice puts on her makeup. She comes to say goodbye to her late mother. Suddenly, her mother-in-law appears. She viciously accuses Alice of hurting Oscar. To vent her anger on his behalf, she smashes the photo of Alice's mother. Alice completely loses control. She drives straight to her mother-in-law's house and destroys the entire villa. At that moment, Oscar arrives. He tells Alice to stop making a scene. Delilah steps in and grabs Alice. She offers a fake apology, then suddenly collapses to the ground, making Oscar believe Alice attacked her. Oscar shoves Alice hard. She falls, bleeding. Only then does panic hit him. He rushes her to the hospital. After the doctor's examination, Oscar finally learns Alice had just miscarried. Oscar brings her porridge, pretending to care. Alice smashes it without hesitation. Oscar doesn't get angry. Instead, he gently wipes her down, but Alice's love is long gone. She throws a cup of water at him, telling him to get out, now. Oscar insists on staying. Then his phone lights up with a message from Delilah, and he leaves without looking back. The next day, Alice returns home, only to receive a message from Delilah, bragging about Oscar's affection. Alice is furious. She orders everything belonging to Oscar thrown out. That afternoon, Oscar comes home. The house looks completely different. He doesn't question it. Instead, he gives Alice a shawl. Sensing Alice's low mood, Oscar makes a rare suggestion. A trip, just the two of them. Alice decides to give him one last chance. But just as they set off, Delilah texts, saying she twisted her ankle. Oscar immediately turns to pick her up. The moment they meet, Alice notices something. Delilah's shawl is exactly the same as hers. Delilah smirks and says Alice's was just a freebie. Enraged, Alice throws the shawl away.